Adam Levine, the Maroon 5 frontman, back for a 12th season as a coach on that show.
That's right, and as you'll see from this sneak peek at next week's show, his bromance, as they call it, with Blake Shelton is alive and well.
You're both big-time, like, singers here. I don't know how you wound up in the same pairing. That probably had something to do with Dum Dum. But Ashley, I thought you came out today and you might have taken it.
Thanks, Ellen.
Don't laugh at that.
So good.
That's not funny.
Yeah,
It's amazing how many jokes. Does Blake pre-write those hair jokes?
No, I pre-write them and
That's
give
true.
them to
You
Blake.
have given him a couple.
He has no original material.
We were just informed not to laugh at anything Blake says.
Don't you dare laugh.
Yeah. 12 seasons. You were so young when this all began.
I know.
And look at us
seasons
now.
in like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
It seems.
And I had
Crazy.
like one child when we started the show, and Christina had Max.
Yeah.
And then through 12 seasons, it's grown. That's been probably the most fun for me, being friends with Adam for so long, is watching your whole family has blossomed while we've been doing the show.
And seeing yours too. It's such a crazy thing. Like it is a family too. The show. It feels like such a tight knit thing at this point. I don't even know how I would do without it. Almost. It's bizarre. It's just a permanent fixture, it seems, in your life.
I have 3 kids too. Yeah.
Why don't you bring them to the show? They can play.
Do you when you meet these young contestants, is it impossible not to see your young self in them?
Yes and no, because I see some of myself in it, but also it's such a completely different thing than I didn't grow up with that. You know, we didn't have The Voice or American Idol or these things where they were singing competitions. I guess we had Star Search kind of, but we were in a band, so it was a totally different thing. But yeah, no, I think the drive, the commitment to music, the passion for music is very much the same, but I guess the medium is different.
I don't think when we made this show we ever set out for it to feel like a sitcom, because it does at times. I mean, the whole relationship with you and Blake. People think it's written in some regard. It's not. It's just that's the life it's taken, that sort of bromance. But now with Alicia and Gwen, like it's really more their girl crush. I think almost is more of a storyline than you and Blake.
Well, it's really nice actually, because there was always the lone female who had to kind of like fend for herself with these 3 frat boys in this group, and it was tough. I don't envy it. But now they've got some partner in crime here.
I've always thought that part of the genius of the show was the distinction between a coach and a judge. And so we get to know the people who do really well on the show, the ones who make it to the finals. And is there someone whose story touched you and moved you and you stay in touch with, perhaps, who didn't become a name we all know?
Yeah, well, it happens. Unfortunately, it happens a lot. And people who win, people who don't win, just people I've established connections with over the years. There's many of them, and I talk to them constantly. I just talked to Billy Gilman the other day. Jordan Smith, I talk to once, twice a month, you know, just to keep tabs on him, see what's going on, try to see if I can help in any way. And I can't help everybody, you know, being totally honest about it, but just as someone that can provide them with some sort of advice or say hello or see what's going on, you want to stay in touch because they're friends. You know, that you consider them to be your friends. You've been through this experience with them. You want to kind of continue to be some sort of mentor in some way over the
show.
years.
You do that well.
Yeah.
It's weird because, you know, Blake doesn't travel. You know, Maroon 5 travels all over the globe. So when we shoot the show, your schedule must be so crazy because Blake doesn't have gigs in Europe.
No, he does not. In fact, I would really like to see a Blake Shelton concert in Paris.
I see how he's able to do the show with his schedule.
Paris!
Hey, Paris! I had some French fries last night.
Hey, Belgium!
But I mean, you're on tour now with Maroon 5. I mean, how has that whole scheduling been, and being married and being a father? It's crazy.
The whole thing is totally bonkers. It's kind of like our Carson Daly, you know, flying back coast to coast. You know, you're basically on tour. You just go to 2 places.
That's right.
But it's wild. It's crazy. I'm super grateful because it's incredible to have this kind of success, especially for this long. I mean, the longevity of it all is surreal almost. And it's fun. I have fun doing it all. If it wasn't fun, it's exhausting.
Right.
But to complain about it would obviously be stupid, and it's fun. So I have a good time.
Do Blake again.
Oh, it's all day. Don't get him started, believe me.
It's like, hey, how y'all doing? Like, just think of a great place for him to actually be performing that's weird. Like, hey, Japan.
Yeah.
Like, that's not happening.
Hey, Japan.
There's no way.
No, not at all.
Hey, Tokyo. I don't know why he's turning into Harry Carey.
Not to put you on the road more. You got new music.
New music. Making a record.
You're going to tour this summer?
Not this summer. We just finished. It's so crazy because the tour lasted almost 3 years, which is bizarre. That's usually not how long it lasts. And we started making music, and we're trying to get a record out soon, but you know, fortunately, it's because there were so many big songs on the last record. It was amazing. We got to tour the States twice and all over the world.
Because I'm being asked to tell you that we have a few open Fridays in July. If you guys would like to show up here.
Cool. I think that'll be like our 4,000th time. I think we definitely have to be on some sort of short list for the most times, right?
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of times we played here.
There is, but let's make it one more.
Let's do it.
And your son listens to Future all the time, the artist.
That's
right.
right.
You have on Cold, your new single.
Yeah.
This guy's unbelievable.
He's unbelievable. And, you know, sometimes when you have someone with a collaboration like this, it can seem tacked on. You know, okay, well, let's get a feature, and, you know, that's what everybody does. But Future, I mean, obviously Kendrick Lamar was, like, incredible. Future, it really felt like part of the song. I miss it when it's gone, you know what I'm saying? I love his verse.
How's Dusty Rose?
So adorable.
Yeah, we all have daughters. It's like wrapped around the finger.
I'm done.
There you are. In February, you got a star in the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Blake was actually there, and I heard said some nice things.
He said nice things. It was a miracle. I've never heard nice things come out of his mouth before. Articulate, too.
And Sammy Hagar.
And Sammy Hagar.
How cool is that?
My buddy.
Look at your family. Beautiful.
I'm an incredibly lucky person and very, very pumped.
By the way, your birthday, what is it?
38.
Saturday? Is it how many? What day is it?
March 18th, Saturday.
March 18th, Saturday.
Oh my God.
That's right.
Look at this. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, buddy. There it is.
You can take it. Go ahead.
Don't we have to cut it?
No.
Just go.
Dig in. Come back and see us in July.
Oh my God.
There you go.
Thank you.
And by the way, you can catch Carson, Adam, and the gang on The View.
Where are my candles?
I'm on The Voice, excuse me.
The View?
Voice. I don't know what happened there.
I'm not on The View. I'm not on The View.
Check it out on The Voice. And by the way, we're back.
And Whoopi.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.